Hello and welcome to the Lacrosse season opener here at the Brenner Family Field. I'm Penn Chowder doing a bit of a solo broadcast here for you as your St. Joseph Falcons taking on the Haddonfield Haddons. And Haddonfield off to a bit of a hot start, a 2-0 lead currently over St. Joe's as they are in the offensive possession. St. Joe's led this year by a few seniors. Dan Bachensky, who is heading over to your Sinus College D1 college. Mikey Rowinski going to Susquehanna, D1. Alex Grantham going to Cabrini, also D1. That trio of seniors is really going to work wonders for the Falcons this year, and I cannot wait, as well as a lot of you, I'm sure, to see what they are able to accomplish with this entire team. And obviously, that senior goalie, Robbie Kenyon, in at goal. So it should be fun to see what the Falcons are able to do this season. Like I said, though, down to a 2-0 drought against Haddonfield at the moment. St. Joe's currently pushing on the offensive. Just working the ball around here. Here's the drive in for the Falcons. The shot is saved by Ryan Foley. And now here comes Haddonfield on the counter. Working the ball around. Nice ball movement there by the Haddons. And that shot somehow wide. That looked like an easy opportunity, I might say so myself, for Haddonfield. Not able to capitalize. Now here comes St. Joe's. Just about a minute left to go in the first here. There's Mikey Rowinski driving along the right side. Now the midfielder, Danny Buchensky, working the ball around. St. Joe's had a very solid, very average season, if you will, last year. 10-10 under head coach Tony Calandra. It was Coach Calandra's first year with the Falcons. He has a illustrious lacrosse career besides that. Now Danny Buchensky is going to drive in, and his shot goes in. So St. Joe's gets on the board. Dan Bachensky, putting it in his own hands, led all returning players last year in goals, assists, and points. And he gets off to the right foot here for the Falcons as they trail 2-1 against Haddonfield. Just 27 seconds left to go. Colin Brockman winning that faceoff by technicality. Now St. Joe's trying to keep the momentum going, trying to tie this game up before the first period ends. We'll see if they can do it. Not much time. Mikey Rowinski going to drive in. His defender falling over. Rowinski tried to kick the ball over. It's almost going in. And Foley, the goalie, is able to get on top of it. So it was looking a bit dreary for St. Joe's to start. But now, after that goal from senior Dan Bachensky, they trail by 1 heading into the second. And we are back for the second quarter. And I mentioned before just how illustrious that career for Coach Calandra has been so far in his entire lacrosse experience throughout his lifetime, if you will, as Brockman's fighting for this faceoff to start off the second. Neither man able to get to it. Brockman still fighting for it against Wharton. And Wharton still fighting for it, and Grantham is able to win this one. Now here comes Alex Grantham. Grantham, the spin move, loses the ball. It's recovered by the Falcons. Giorgio Varkarolis. As Grantham checks off. St. Joe's still on the offensive here. About a minute into the second. Rowinski over to Hangerer. Nick Hangerer, just a sophomore. Played a good amount of minutes last year as well. Can only see that going up from here. Bachensky with the ball there. He's going to lose it. And here comes Haddonfield on the other end. The Haddons, their shot goes in once again, increasing their lead to 2. Haddonfield takes a 3-1 lead over St. Joe's. And St. Joe's was able to answer back to those first 2 goals. We'll see what the response is here from the Falcons. But I was mentioning Coach Calandra before and just how incredible he's been throughout his lacrosse career. So he was the coach at Chatham High School before he came over to St. Joe's. And he had an 11-year career there, going 174 wins and 74 losses, 4 state championships, 4 trips to the Tournament of Champions. He's in the New Jersey Lacrosse Hall of Fame, and he's ranked 5th among all active coaches in New Jersey. So Coach Calandra is definitely someone who could turn around this lacrosse program. Like I mentioned, it was just his first year with the team last year. They went 10-10. You can only imagine the expectations are even greater for this season. And their first game of the year, they're going to try and make a statement. But to make that statement, they got to get a comeback going here against Haddonfield. St. Joe's on offense here. It's a cloudy day here at St. Joe's. Not a lot of sun, a lot of humidity, a lot of rain. As St. Joe's was in possession of the ball. Now they are not. They were fighting for it, and here comes Haddonfield once again. The Haddons try to get another shot off. It's inerrant, and St. Joe's takes over. Trying to get the counterattack. A lot of contact going on over on the sideline. We'll see what the referee's decision is here. So they are going to give the ball to St. Joe's. The Falcons will start off in their own territory. Now here come the Falcons. Varkolis over to the back. Nick Hangerer. St. Joe's moving the ball around here. Just waiting for that opportunity. Here's Mikey Rowinski. Here's where the plays happen. Fakes the shot. Kicks it over to Buchenski. St. Joe's still waiting for that opportunity. Good defense so far by the Haddons. Danny Buchenski's shot is wide. Haddonfield looked like they were closer to the ball. It was very, very close. But they're going to say St. Joe's was closest. Nick Hanger now trying to keep this offensive attack going for St. Joe's. Hanger just cannot get past this Haddonfield defender here. I'll toss it over the top of everyone and hit Mikey Rowinski. Rowinski with the shot, and it goes in. Mikey Rowinski keeping St. Joe's in this one. It started off with the senior Dan Buchenski, and it continues with senior Mikey Rowinski. The bottom left corner as St. Joe's cuts it down to a 3-2 lead for Haddonfield. That's 7.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Colin Brockman last year had a 51% face-off win percentage. He's gotten off to a slow start so far against Christopher Wharton. They're going to fight for it here. And it'll be another win for Wharton. Here comes Haddonfield. That shot, a quick answer back by the Haddons. Robbie Kenyon just had no hope. That was a clear lane to the net. And Haddonfield takes a 4-2 lead just like that. Every time St. Joe's tries to claw their way back in this one, Haddonfield immediately makes sure that they are not in present danger. 4-2, Haddonfield leads. Once again, back to the 50-yard line with Brockman. That'll be a win by technicality once again for Haddonfield. And for St. Joe's this year in lacrosse, it is a very, very diverse lineup in terms of age and just how old each guy is. Obviously, like that, you have that senior trio I mentioned, along with goalkeeper Robbie Kenyon. But you also got some guys like Colin Brockman, the faceoff specialist. Nick Hanger, just a sophomore, is out there. Aiden Paris, number 24, is just a freshman. He's the youngest player on the team. You got Walter Scott getting some minutes. Drew Peters, who's a junior. Scott is a sophomore. Giorgio Varkalis is a junior. Devin Gorman, a junior. Andrew Azanero, also a junior. So it's very, very diverse in terms of class and how old each guy is for St. Joe's. So bright future, but also very win now for the Falcons. That shot by Haddonfield goes wide. It was recovered by Paris. And the ref will say it was a timeout called by Haddonfield. So we'll take a short break and be right back for the final 6 minutes of the second quarter here at the Brenner Family Field. And we are back from the timeout. St. Joe's in possession. Alex Grantham over to Mike Rowinski. St. Joe's on offense, trying to cut down this 2-point lead for Haddonfield. Nick Hanger, good opportunity, somehow saved by Ryan Foley. St. Joe's going to keep it going, though, on offense after Foley couldn't hang on to it. 5.5 minutes left to go in the second. Drew Delavar in the game for the Falcons, working it over to Mikey Rowinski. You got the second goal for the Falcons. Can you get the third? Rowinski going to launch this over to Delavar. Now Hanger. Feeling a lot of pressure from Haddonfield. A bad pass there by Hanger. And the Haddons take over. Here's a counterattack. Another shot. Good save there by Robbie Kenyon. Now here comes St. Joe's. The counterattack, if you will. Oh, a nice pass over to Alex Grantham. Alex Grantham, the behind-the-back shot. Faking to the right, going around the world, shooting over his own left shoulder, and he cuts this lead down to 1. I mentioned that senior trio earlier on at the start of the broadcast, and what a way to present themselves at the start of the 2023 season. Starts off with Bachensky. He hands it over to Mikey, who gets the second goal. And in incredible fashion, Alex Grantham knocks in the third. St. Joe's just won't quit. They are keeping themselves in this one. It's another face-off win for Haddonfield. If the pattern stays true, they should score a goal very quickly like they have the last few times St. Joe's has scored. Instead, actually I was wrong there. They're going to give it to St. Joe's, so a win for Colin Brockman, the junior. Now we'll see if the Falcons can tie this game up for the first time since the first quarter. Falcons once again moving the ball around. Haddonfield has been very aggressive with their offense, while St. Joe's is very patient and tries to find the right opportunity. Both have worked to a certain point for both teams. St. Joe's might want to get a little bit more aggressive, though. 3.5 minutes left to go in the second. Nick Hanger behind the net. Hanger working his way outside. Ball couldn't get there on the pass. Instead, it'll be a shot by Varcolis. That shot is saved. It's going to go out of bounds in favor of St. Joe's. They'll maintain possession. Drew Delavar loses the ball and Haddonfield takes over. Delavar trying to maintain pressure on Johnny Mink, the senior. But here comes Mink. Working the ball around. Asher Connery now. And this game, not exactly the season opener for both teams. Haddonfield played against Rumson just a couple days ago in their season opener and lost 13-3. So definitely an angry Haddonfield team here today at the Brenner, trying to get their first win of the season. And that goes for both teams. And they're battling here in the second period. 4-3, the Haddons lead. That shot by Haddonfield once again finds the back of the net. They are just firing on all cylinders. Every time St. Joe scores, it seems nearly impossible for them to score another without Haddonfield having something to say about it. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the second period. You want to hop on? All right. So we are back. Just 2 minutes left to go in the second period. I'm actually joined by Dan Bellavia here, senior, just back from Kairos, fresh off of Kairos. But Dan, I know you were in the stands for that Alex Grantham goal. Could you just walk everyone through exactly what happened? I tried to do my best, but man, you couldn't even put it into words.
I mean, first off, I saw his number, and then he just did this weird move, and he just put it behind his back and it went in. And I was like, "There's no way!" Like it was just craziest goal I've ever seen in a lacrosse game. Like that's an ESPN highlight right there.
And Dan, you're a senior. I'm also a senior, and I mentioned this senior trio for St. Joe's: Dan Bachensky, Mikey Rowinski, and Alex Grantham. Unfortunately, another goal going in there for Haddonfield. St. Joe's really has to mount a comeback soon here. But that senior trio for St. Joe's, how important do you think they're going to be to this team's success for this game and the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, the three trios, like the trio of Grantham, Rowinski, and Bachensky, they need to step up. I mean, this is their first game back from a long season, past everything. But I think that they're going to take over. Like, this is their first game. They're just getting back into it. So I'm not really worried about them. If they just keep leading the team in the right direction, they should be okay.
And Dan Bachensky, I mentioned this before as well. He led the team, or led all returning players rather, in goals, assists, and points, as well as being named to NJ.com's top midfielders list. So do you really think he's the guy that carries his team, or is it more of a team effort?
I believe it's more of a team effort. I think that it should be more of a team effort. I mean, yes, Dan is very good. I believe he's very good. But I believe that this year it's going to come down to being a team effort.
Yeah, all those guys, D1 commits, I mentioned all their colleges, super impressive for that trio. And Dan, your teammate from the football team, I believe he is committed and going to try and walk on to Temple University, JoJo Huntley.
Is that so?
That's what I just learned today. I don't know if you know anything about that or if I'm breaking news to you right now, but
No, I believe right now you are breaking news to me. I have not asked him where he has gone. He has not told me anything as of right now. But now that you've just informed me of that great news, congrats to that, and hope the best for the rest of his career.
Yeah, big congrats to JoJo. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and walk on at Temple, but still an incredible achievement for him. Can't wait to see what he does at the next level. Just 20 seconds left to go in the second period. Dan Bachensky going to try and get a goal in before it's up. That shot's a bounce shot. Doesn't go in. Nick Hanger keeps it going for the Falcons. Now it's going to be Giorgio Varkalis. Just 5 seconds left. Bachensky's got to get a shot off soon. The spin move taking shots. Bachensky, that one can't find the back of the net. And that is going to do it for the second period. St. Joe's had it close for a while there, but Haddonfield taking over a little bit in these last few minutes. We'll see what the Falcons are able to do the rest of the way. And we are back for the second half of action here at the Brenner Family Field. St. Joe's trails 6-3 against Haddonfield at the moment. It was always Haddonfield scoring, then St. Joe's would score and Haddonfield would answer immediately right back. But at those last couple of minutes of that second period, Haddonfield went on a tear. Added 2 more goals to give themselves a 3-goal lead. St. Joe's is going to need a lot from that senior trio that we've talked about, as well as the rest of the team. A lot of the younger guys, too, that you can mention. Nick Hanger, who has the ball at the moment, Drew Delavar. Some of those guys, if they could really step up, St. Joe's definitely not out of this one. Here is Danny Bachensky. Got the first goal for the Falcons. He's going to work this one around to Delavar. Over the middle for the pass. St. Joe's intercepted by Haddonfield, and here come the Haddons. Another shot, this one far wide by Blaze Coley. And Robbie Kenyon diving to try and get St. Joe's possession, but it's going to stay with the Haddons. Nolan Tully going to work this one around. Haddonfield playing a much more patient offense than they were in the first period. These second and third periods have been more methodical for the Haddons. We'll see if it pays off. Went in there and pass there for Haddonfield. That'll be out of bounds, going into St. Joe's possession. And here is really the opportunity for the Falcons to try and come back in this one. They got 22 minutes of game time left to go to make it happen. Rowinski setting the pick here. St. Joe's trying to keep this one and just going to toss it up. And the goalie, Ryan Foley, pretty easy catch. Now here comes Haddonfield. Nice play there by Grantham. All GMC defender. And Grantham gets the ball stolen from him. Now both teams fighting for it. It's up for grabs for everyone. And Haddonfield comes up with it. Christopher Wharton. Or Blaze Coley, rather, with the ball now. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Haddonfield once again taking it slow. Very different approach from that first half offense. The shot here for Haddonfield, Christopher Wharton, is going to be no good. It'll remain with the Haddons. And here comes Asher Connery, working the ball around. Over to Coley. Oh, a nice shot there for Haddonfield. But Robbie Kenyon had other ideas. Getting the save for the Falcons. Now here comes St. Joe's. I said it last time, I'll say it again. They really have to get something going here quick. They want to try and come back from this 3-point deficit. 7:45 left to go in the third. The senior, Mikey Rowinski. Playing a game of catch right now at the 35. Now Bachensky. Dan Bachensky going to work the ball over. A lot of contact that Delavar couldn't handle as Haddonfield takes over now. Nolan Tully. Tully keeping the ball movement going. Sort of an alley-oop pass over to his teammate, but unsuccessful on the shot, but Haddonfield will maintain possession. Haddonfield keeping the offensive momentum going as Asher Connery knocks in another one for the Haddons, making it a 7-3 lead with just 18 minutes of game time left to go. Haddonfield currently 0-1. This is not their season opener, just the season opener for St. Joe's. And it's clear that they had no dreams of starting off this season 0-2, holding a big lead over the Falcons through 2.5 periods. We're going to call a false start on Wharton on the faceoff. So St. Joe's will get possession. Just 3 goals so far for St. Joe's. It's going to take a lot more than that to beat any team, let alone just Haddonfield. Danny Bachensky trying to find something. Now the ball moving and the shot is up and good by Michael Karabinchak, the junior. First underclassman to score a goal this season for St. Joe's. Even though it's the first game, it's still a fun stat for him to give himself still a nice accolade to say, hey, I was the first non-senior to score. As he gives St. Joe's just that little sliver of hope that they still maintain. 7-4 is the lead for Haddonfield. Brockman nearly got the face-off win. Instead, Haddonfield will once again be on offense after a face-off. Nice movement there by Haddonfield. Shot is saved by Kenyon. Kenyon going to launch this one over to Hengerer. And Hengerer couldn't get under it. And we will get a timeout called by Haddonfield. 5 minutes left to go. St. Joe's trails by 3. So coming out of this timeout, talk a little bit about St. Joe's and their season they had last year. I mentioned they went 10-10. They lost in the final round of the GMCs to Monroe. That just seems to be the main rival for St. Joe's in pretty much every sport, but I feel like lacrosse is the strongest one. Had a doubleheader against Monroe yesterday where baseball and volleyball faced off at the same exact time on the St. Joe's campus. Volleyball took home a nail-biting victory, while Monroe took home a nail-biting victory in baseball. So they split 1-1. Baseball will be getting their, or will be trying to get their revenge on Thursday. That is tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will be there, me and Jack Hemler. That'll be the first baseball broadcast of the season. Be sure to tune in for that. But this lacrosse team against Monroe, it seems to be their story every single year, always facing off against the Falcons down south in Monroe. And St. Joe's history in that GMC championship, 4 of 9 GMC tournament or GMC final appearances in the past 10 years. So they're definitely used to making it, just haven't seen a ring in quite a few years. Trying to change that here this year. Coach Calandra's second year. They got all these seniors. They're really going to try and make a push for that GMC title. And for Haddonfield last year, making it all the way to the final round of states before losing 8-2 against Mountain Lakes. But a very impressive season for them last year, went 14-4. So both of these teams saw some success last year, trying to reciprocate it here in 2023. St. Joe's takes over on offense after Haddonfield unsuccessful on their shot attempt prior. It's Mikey Rowinski. The spin move, the shot, and it's in! Mikey Rowinski, his second goal of the game. St. Joe's chopping away at the lead. And we have a ball game here at the Brennan. Mikey Rowinski just placed it perfectly in that bottom left corner, just on a rope. As he cuts the lead down to 2, 7-5, Haddonfield leads. St. Joe's charging back. Another false start on the faceoff for Christopher Wharton. Here come the Falcons, trying to make this maybe a 1-goal lead. Karabinachak for St. Joe's. Going to work this around to Devin Gorman. Now to Bachensky. St. Joe's maintaining patient. Driving for Bachensky. The shot, no good. But the rebound shot by Owen Blake. Owen Blake, his first goal of the season. And St. Joe's keeps chopping. Owen Blake just 4 goals and 3 assists last year as a junior. This year off to a very hot start. Cutting the lead down to just 1 for Haddonfield. We've seen 2 straight false starts for Christopher Wharton. Will we see another? He's talking to the ref. Facing off against Colin Brockman. Wharton will win this one. Here comes Haddonfield. The shot. Saved. Flag on the field. Grantham fighting for it. Ball is loose. Haddonfield will remain on offense. Flag still on the field. We're going to have to learn what that is all about. The Haddons trying to get that big lead back. They led by 3 at halftime. Now it's just 1. The shot here. No good for Tully. They'll maintain on offense. 56 seconds left to go. St. Joe's trails by 1. And talking to some lacrosse players about this game, it seemed like a sort of hesitant optimism. Saying, hey, I hope we win. I think we really can win this game, but I'm not going to guarantee anything just because how good they think this Haddonfield team is. But at halftime, it seems like one part of that statement was coming true where they didn't know if they could win or if they would win. But now, just down 1 near the end of the third period, it's looking very possible for the Falcons. Haddonfield, nice ball movement, nice shot there by Blaze Coley. As they extend the lead once again, they put an end to the incredible run that St. Joe's was going on. And they now lead 8-6. Blaze Coley was just a sophomore last year, junior this year. But as a sophomore, he led the team in goals and assists, and then obviously points total. 35 goals and 20 assists as a sophomore for Blaze Coley. And this year, they only scored 3 goals in their last game against Rumson, and he had 2 of them. He's already got a couple here today. Colin Brockman nearly with the win. Both teams fighting for it now. Ball is up for grabs. Brockman's still out there, still battling for it. And Brockman will win it. Brockman was fighting off 4 or 5 defenders at the same time. And a bit of a shove there at the end, but refs aren't going to do much about that. They don't think it's enough to warrant any sort of penalty. And that'll be the end of the third period. Bit of a comeback for St. Joe's as they trail 8-6 against Haddonfield. We are back in action for the final 12 minutes here at the Brenner Family Field. It's a face-off win for Haddonfield, but they lose it quickly. Nice dish over to Hanger. Nick Hanger somehow maintaining possession. And St. Joe's on offense here. Trail by 2. Ooh, almost going in. Wasn't even a shot, almost got deflected into the net. Instead, Haddonfield will take over. Their goalie getting a bit of a run here. Now here comes the midfield. Refs are going to blow their whistle. They're going to give possession to St. Joe's. And the Falcons are going to quickly try and take advantage of this. Varikolis will now finally slow it down. Just a minute into the fourth period. 11 minutes left to go in the game. Falcons trail by 2. Machensky behind the net. Doesn't find much there. Pass. Couldn't get complete. Now here comes Haddonfield. Rowinski playing some defense here for the Falcons. As everyone tries to get set. The shot here. Blocked by Kenya. Not saved. But St. Joe's will take over possession. St. Joe's trying to keep on chopping, trying to keep cutting that lead down. It's Hanger behind the net. The sophomore. 9.5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Nick Hanger, spin move after spin move behind the net. Seeing if it'll work. The pass doesn't get there against Varikolis, though. And they'll kick it over to Rowinski. St. Joe's going to slow down the offense once again. Karabinachak. Already 1 goal on the evening. He's along the right wing. Bachensky. Driving in, Dan Bachensky. The power shot isn't good. Deflected off a defender. Now here comes Haddonfield once again on the counter. Pass goes long. Haddonfield taking their time here. Working the ball around. Drive in there by Tully. Almost gets the ball stolen from him by Grantham. Grantham, an incredible defender for St. Joe's. Haddonfield possibly, maybe even chewing clock at this point. We got 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the game. But with how the goals have been coming by for both teams, not an incredibly high-scoring game. Maybe they're feeling pretty confident that they could just ride this one out. It looks like that is the game plan right now for Haddonfield. Instead, they're going to shoot a quick shot here. And it falls. So after all that, of what looked like Haddonfield trying to chew the clock. They surprised the Falcons with a quick shot and find the back of the net for a 9-6 lead. The faceoff this time, nearly won by Brockman. Once again, Haddonfield on the attack. Here they come. And they're going to try that shoot clock initiative. But man, it might work. St. Joe's needs 3 goals in 7 minutes. It's looking rough for the Falcons. Yeah, Haddonfield looks to just keep working this ball around. Another surprising shot. It was a great look there by Blaze Coley. He faked the pass. It was getting so monotonous that St. Joe's might have been caught sleeping just following the ball around. That Coley thought a fake pass, then a quick shot might work. And it nearly did if he could put it on target just a little bit more. Nonetheless, Haddonfield maintains possession, and that clock keeps on ticking. Just under 6 minutes left to go. Blaze Coley, nice save there by Robbie Kenyon. If that one dropped, or went in rather, you wonder if there would be any chance of St. Joe's coming back in this one. But with the save, still some hope. Let's see if St. Joe's can try and capitalize on it. There's Karabenachak. Big substitution here for St. Joe's. Karabenachak running in along the right side. Shot goes wide, but St. Joe's will maintain possession. Hanger was the closest to it. Just under 5 minutes left to go now. Danny Buchetsky had the first goal. Now over to Rowinski. Mikey Rowinski's shot almost in. Looked like it just barely missed the net. And once again, St. Joe's will keep the offensive possession going, but that's not what they want. They want to get this possession over with and ended with a goal because they need to get 2 more offensive possessions after this in order to tie this game up. Karabenachak driving it on the right side. Tosses it over to Varikolis. Dan Buchetsky going to try and drive in, get another shot. Gets pushed to the ground. And just sort of lobs what seemed to be a pass, but was way too close to the net. And Ryan Foley, the goalkeeper, able to just snag that one. And now here comes Haddonfield. And you got to think this one might be over here for St. Joe's. It looks like we're going to get another timeout on the field. Unless Coach Calandra can cook up a miracle over there for St. Joe's. This one might be all but done with. But we'll be right back for the final 3 minutes. So heading out of the timeout, 3 minutes left to go. St. Joe's in possession. 3 minutes to score 3 goals. And giving up the ball on a penalty is not going to help. Here's Coley's shot. And Blaze Coley's shot might just be the last nail in the coffin. 10-6, Haddon's lead. With just under 3 minutes left to go. Now the face-off here, Brockman against Wharton once again. This time Brockman getting the win. Grantham moving the ball up for St. Joe's. Flag on the field. Delamar over to Hanger, who kicks it over to Rowinski. Nice spin move there by Bachensky. St. Joe's just working the ball around. It's been great defense by Haddonfield all day, and it continues as these final 2 minutes tick down. I believe it was a penalty. Called against Haddonfield. So St. Joe's maintaining possession, although they already have possession. As Blake will start it off once again for the Falcons. St. Joe's needs a goal maybe in the next 20 seconds before we say this one is pretty much done with. Minute 50 left to go. Barcolis, his shot. Saved once again. And Blake almost rolled the ball in. But it remains in play. Rowinski fighting for it. And Haddonfield takes over. The fans in red are cheering. That just might do it. As the final 90 seconds tick down here at the Brenner. The refs blowing their whistles multiple times. It's going to be a violation against Haddonfield. St. Joe's will take over. We've also just received news that St. Joe's dropped their second game in baseball as well, taking a 10-8 loss in Old Bridge. So the Falcons starting 0-2 for baseball to start the season. Hanger's shot is wide. Baseball started off the year ranked top 20 in the state by NJ.com. I believe they were at number 17. And 2 early losses is not the dream scenario. As Haddonfield gets possession back, these final 45 seconds tick down. That looks like it will just do it. I doubt they take another shot. We'll see. And it looks like we are going to get another timeout on the field by Haddonfield. Not satisfied with holding a lead for just 20 more seconds. I guess he wants to savor the victory for that much longer. So Coach Legato gonna delay this one on us. Make the St. Joe's fans watch just a little bit longer. I'll give a shout out to Mr. Schneider, who was just over to my left, consistently coming to St. Joe's games almost every day, it seems like. I was at volleyball here yesterday, saw him on the court at the scorer's table. He's here with me today despite this. It is just such a dreary day out here, but he is still up in this press box with me, so very thankful for all Mr. Schneider does for the school, almost pretty much every season too. Winter, fall, spring. So it'll be fun working with him for the next month or two before I head out of here for my senior year. And now we'll finally get back into play. 10 seconds tick down. Haddonfield's just going to work this ball around. Just have a little fun with it. Flag on the field as the final seconds tick down. And that is going to do it. From the Brenner family field, St. Joe's was fighting for most of the game, had a great comeback in that third period, but Haddonfield proved to be just too much for the Falcons to bear. So I thank you for watching. Like I said before, our next broadcast will be tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. We will be live in Monroe to see if baseball can get their first win on the season and get their revenge against the Monroe Falcons. And after that, our very own Jack Kemmler will be continuing the broadcasting for the next few days after Thursday with volleyball and baseball games. We're now lacrosse and baseball games as volleyball takes a 2-week hiatus after their win against Monroe. But for myself, at the Brenner Family Field, thanks for watching.